Hello, DoreenVirtue. This is not just and only from psychic to psychic, which I still consider you to be, but through higher self to higher self, through the Holy Spirit. Do you have this one? I have this one since I was a baby, and this is the only treasure remained, and the most significant and precious remains in my family, okay? Inherited by my mother side. All right, so this is Jesus, so you are okay with me, and it's Jesus speaking through you, okay? It's not me. If I say something that is completely artificial through the ego, I got it, and I got you, and you will say that is not. If I'm saying to you something in His name, may God kill me tonight, just like He said in Deuteronomy, okay? And we get to that in a minute. Okay. Why am I saying this to you? Because I have your book still, and it doesn't bother me that much, because I know how to deal with all the deities and divinity, and I've been working for gathering all forms of the Christic being showed to the world through their mission. And so it doesn't bother me at all, the fact that you dismiss. So when they told me that you were dismissing, and then I also check on Google, and I found that you dismissed in your website, that you say that you dismissed in 2017. You gave up all your belongings, statues, crystals, geometry, whatever, in a physical form, whatever was representing a deity or some kind of divinity. You get rid of that from your house, and you also suggest to the world to do the same. And I got you. Then I felt a strong feeling to contribute instead of going against you. Still having you somehow, this is your work that you've been doing. I respect the work that has been done before I was coming. Just like I want that the world respect the work that I've been doing before they came. And also after I came, because there's somebody that still need a youngest Pluto in Libra to correct and rectify all the work that wasn't done by them through their generation. Anyway, as I said, I want to speak to you through Jesus, okay, or the Christ. There's a strong feeling to do my contribute to you. It wasn't come out. It wants to come out to be seen more, because I got you. Okay, that you said that you don't like that in the psychic world that everybody is happy, and everybody try to manifest the law of attraction, and they have to be happy all the time, and this means se qualcuno non ascolterà le parole che egli dirà in mio nome, io gliene domanderò conto. So this means if somebody in Italian, yeah, because I got to respect the Italian texture, so that everybody from the church is also knowing that which type of version this is, yeah. So, if somebody will not listen to my words, listen, also listen, it's not only listen, it's listen to my words, he will have to deal with me. right? Good. But if the prophet who will have the presumption, la presunzione, okay, the arrogance to say in my name one thing that I didn't command them to say, or that he or she will talk in the name of other gods, that prophet, so the psychic, will die. So you translate this, the psychic, but it's the prophet, okay? This is the prophet. So we are all prophets when we do these things, yes, okay. But let's underline again this sentence. Ma il profeta che avrà la presunzione di dire il mio nome, una cosa che io non gli ho comandato di dire, o che parlerà in nome degli altri dei, quel profeta dovrà morire. Ok. Listen, I made this very well. I was I'm still an angel from this point. It's okay, yeah. All right. I was a blessed baby through the Holy Spirit, so don't... okay. The prophet that is talking not in my name is referring to the vibration. So I am with you with this, because when I've been through psychic readers or through astrologers or whoever, and I didn't feel the holy, which I know and I can discern since I was a baby what it is, and I still carry that. That's why I'm so, challenged by the world, okay? I feel that this prophet is not talking in the name, and they are coming not because God commanded them to do that, but just because they got a channel to go on. And I also shadow working this aspect in me, because sometimes when you have a channel, like any business, any businesswoman, or man, you got a channel and you got to produce contents, yes. But sometimes in the rush, you go there and you produce something just to give a YouTube or whatever is the content. Okay, it can be YouTube, it can be anywhere where you get to present yourself with the content, yeah? So I shadow worked that, and sometimes I said, should I say this? Or it's because I got to say something? Or is it that what I'm saying to the others is because they are ready or not? Or is it really from my ego, or is it what you want them to know? So those are the questions I always ask you. So whenever I've been out, even when I was a rage, even when I wasn't, it was also always through God to speak. So through, you don't connect to the Akashic records, not anymore, but you can connect through your higher self directly to Christ, and it will tell you all the story, because you are now given the permission for what you got to know about me not everything, because it's just for what you need to know, that we been working together even when I was crying and shouting and I was angry, and I want to point this out because you say in the Bible it said that when you got to cry, you don't have to deny that. You gotta go. There's I don't need that because, you know, my mother always taught me, yes, I don't need to go to whatever, it's everywhere. Anyway, it's everywhere in the story, because anybody was overcoming their obstacles, and then what? God, and then God moved to the mountains, do this, do that. Okay, that's all transmission of the Dharma, yeah? And if they rebel, they will get another way, and so they get another result. And so this is what happened to anybody. That's why it's so, even during this time, so that's why this is so precious. So I respect your path, I respect your journey, and I'm not here for telling you to come back, yeah? But I just want to collaborate with you on what you said, in part on what you said, because as you said, I've been meeting a lot of Wicca. Baby, if you stayed with the Wicca, yeah, I never want to deal with the Wicca in my life, because I know what Wicca, when Wicca was starting to speak, and this wasn't included, I felt like, no baby, sorry, do your way somewhere else. So when you are in the nature and you say, this is just nature, we don't want the God, this is not God, this is nature. Baby, this is God, this is nature, through God, you know, just to, you know, and then, okay. So I got a lot of bitches that they are still hating me, that they did whatever to me. Otherwise, you know, at this point in time, I'm 50 now, yeah? I will add, you know, so much success between the world. Now, I'm not talking that this is the way, so that anybody who got a strong Holy Spirit is getting this result. Because I got a lot. I got some tarot readers through angels, archangels, and this and that I still respect, that I see the difference, that I feel the juice. So since I feel the juice, I don't have any problem to say, okay, even if you are so popular, it's not that, oh, if you are so popular, it means that you are not juicy. Okay, you see what I'm saying? But sometimes I feel that in certain contests where I am there, my wholeness to the level of the spirit relationship I have is not so much contemplated. And so I have to dig into that and find the balance between, okay. But in any way, in case, God provides me with people that, what you call psychics, that is not the prophets who gotta die, because they are operating through the crystal grid. And the crystal grid is through the Holy Spirit brought to Jesus. Now, be careful, because this picture is very magical. The others that transmitted this to me through the Spirit told me, whenever you watch him, he will have a different glance, a different look at you. So that's why it's so magical, and it is. At this moment, I'm seeing him very luminous, radiant, and compassionate, like, I know what you mean. And there is no difference between what you say and I say. So it's really talking through you like this. Then it's up to you if you got more personal that I don't have to know. But I got to warn you that if you project your glance onto him, it's probably that you perceive him as a demon, like he is watching like you at, okay? So this is a false one and all that shit, okay? So I don't know, I'm seeing him like, when I pick this up, and I say, oh wow, I gotta go there, and I say, yeah, let's go, you know, like, and it's very relaxed. It's not like some other times when I suffered, it's more like, you know, so it definitely changed depending on what I'm through. So I want to warn you that I'm not responsible for what you see, because I don't know the way he's looking at you. He's probably looking at you in a different way. So this is not my responsibility, because he is absolutely it's a primordial energy. I cannot command God, I cannot command Jesus or the Christ to watch at you in a different way. So I don't know the way that he will watch at you through this image. You see what I'm saying? That's not my responsible, okay? Right, so anybody got the different glance depending on, you know, okay. Just laying it down. Okay, so coming back to Deuteronomy, yeah, I just want to say that those gods, you are sorry, and then okay, you know, I don't argue, just this is just something I got to say, because this made a lot of mess through this what is so called the new age. I'm not calling this new age, but sometimes when I'm with people that is with the spirit, if they call it new age, I'm not hurt inside. Because there is a spirit. Some other times, because me either, I don't like, okay, I mean, neither me, I like the new age term, but I also don't like the religious term. So since I was a baby, for me this wasn't religion. I don't know if you can get this. When I pick up the book between my hands, and I'm only 6, I'm not feeling the religion. I'm feeling God, the Spirit, fulgurate in my soul, and I started to cry. You see what I'm saying? This is very rare. I told you. That's why whether they were priests, were they Wicca or New Agers of any kind, they didn't like me because I was with but the prophets, anybody is prophet when it comes out through the Holy Spirit, helping and giving, being in service of the other, is a prophet. But when he said, if they say something in my name that is not, that I didn't command them to do, if they talk about other gods. These other gods, baby, you made a mess, and I gotta stop you in the name of God. I'm so sorry. You did your piece, and now it's me completing the next. So I appreciate what you did, absolutely true. But now the other gods, they were the gods that you were. Okay, so let's go. Let's make a random, because everybody got to clean themselves. Just through the titles, you will get a very big shower. Todd, Archangel Michael, Ishtar, Abundancia, Sedna, Archangel Raguel, Devi, Archangel Aniel, Angel of Death, Archangel Azrael, Angus for Twin Flames, Haniel, Aphrodite, Apis, Apollo, Ariel, Azrael, Shamael, Gabriel, Aniel, Jeremiel, Jophiel, Metatron, Michael, Raguel, Raphael, Raziel, Sandalphon, Uriel, Zachiel, Artemis, Ishtar, Athena, Hathor, Baba G, Black Mother, Kali, which is Kali, Buddha, Bridget, Kamael, Shamael, Christ, Saint Germain, Ashtar, Cordelia, Coventina, Damara, Dana, Danu, Delia, Devi, Diana, Isis, Krishna, Merlin, Isolde, Hathor, San Padre Pio, San Francis, Maitreya, Ganesh, Kuan Yin, Tara, Horus, Lakshmi. Okay, and so on and so forth. Kutumi, Solomon, because then you repeat as I get to, you know, Teresa of the Child Jesus. And then there are also planets, like for example Venus, see Aphrodite. But anyway, I just want to go directly to the main ones. Okay. Just to make, okay, so all these are not the gods. The gods were something, okay, and that's why the world won't save themselves, because they are so intrigued into the new Piscean New Age, and the Piscean New Age is still going on, so it's very tough. It's like the air in the sky, it's like the chemicals in the sky. You can choose if you want to breathe the fresh air percentage or the chemical trails. It's up to you if you want to go just to a place where there is chemicals air, or you want to go in a less polluted place, which gas provide us wherever, even without you know, having a flight through a plane and going, you know, to somewhere where it's completely unpolluted. So gods and mother gods and the holy, you know, they always provide fresh air wherever you go. So you don't even have to dismiss your nationalism on a political way, you know. So, okay, you can go wherever you can find some fresh air. Just to make you understand. So this wasn't the gods. The gods, sorry, my baby did that so well that is so commanded by God to speak now. Yeah? Through the Moses courage that you mentioned over here in the prayer and the invocation. Be even more courageous. Yeah? All right. And these are also all parts of the lessons that I've been through because, okay, Moses. So the gods, if you know the history, were related to the Pharisees and the ego gods they were creating. That's what the Bible is speaking about. I'm so sorry because my mother knows, my mother blood know this so well. And sometimes the demonic dark forces try to confuse there again when I was started to go into the Gospels that were burnt by the church, a part of the church, in a specific time in the history, okay? Like Bartolomeo or like, okay. Or like Mary Magdalene and so on and so forth. So then when I saw Americans, fortunately now I'm not remember the names and they are safe, talking and teaching me what moving the mountains was, in order to get your wish come true and manifesting money and manifesting abundance in every shape and form, which is not only money, but it's also, abundance of flow, feedback, love in any shape and form, I say, how pity, how miserable is the country where I lived, Italy, to not be able to go enough through the power of the vibration so that Americans one day will teach us what is written here, And so I had to accept it, and I felt so alone, and I'm still feeling alone. And when I go to God, and God tell me, you are not alone, because you are connected with everybody through the Spirit that is being through the same shit. Go there and remind them what the real Bible is. So I'm so sorry. The gods are not Krishna or Aphrodite or Isis or whatever. I'm so sorry about it. The gods referred to the Bible, go and watch the history, are related to the Pharisees. They were inventing gods. They were making porno and eating grape wine and drinking a lot of wine and making sacrifices in honor of their ego gods, not alright, the archangels or Saint Germain or whatever. So I'm sorry, here I got to rectify, okay, and the rest will be done again, because there's always, I've been putting this out so many times. It will be done again. All Virgo season that is going to be starting on the 23, yeah. In my calendar is the 23, yeah. All right. 23, 7 and 7 minutes in the morning here in Italy. Okay? Adjust it through your own country. Okay? So much love, DoreenVirtue. Stay there. I understand your trauma. And I just want that, you are not stuck in there with what you've been through, the Wicca women. I got you, because I've been there as well. They tried to, but fortunately I wasn't famous like you, going all around and thinking this shit. Whenever I complain about that, I dismissed. I didn't have money, I didn't have friends, I lost a lot of people, I had to retrieve, and then I stay only with God. And so years have been passing by and by, and nobody was there with me. Even my tribe didn't get me that much, because they were traveling all the world, and you know that they were so popular, and the world was entertained, and they are starting to get what the Holy Spirit was. That's why I'm saying. And I am also working not to be the lonely one, you know, like. Because there's a lot of people being alone, but I didn't come to be full of demonic, satanic, mental diseases stuck, you know, there. I came here to help heal, you know, through the vibration. So it's okay to me if I'm alone, right? Whenever I am alone, I'm full of people. Right? Thank you so much. And ponder that. God bless you. Don't take it like I want you to change your path, but consider this part of healing given to you through me. Then if you just want to study the Bible, study better the Bible, because the Bible wasn't referring to the gods that you were trying to explain to the whole world, okay? Don't make the confusion. Thank you so much. Anyone who've been partaking to these precious lessons and wisdom, because the lessons is when the wisdom is also integrated and operating. Thank you so much.